How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a map update for Farming Simulator 22 on the mod map Castile and Leon, New Horizon. And currently there is a history of a new save game being required. Please take note where you started your save game in comparison to the changelogs available. If your current save game is prior to the changelogs that requires a new save game, then do not update your save file unless you're willing to potentially break your current save. This is for changelog 1.0.0.3 spring update. This is a massive update. I cannot emphasize this enough. For those who are familiar with this map, knows that this map gets updated in big cycles, typically once a quarter. But you know what? I'm going to read through the entire changelog. And when I read through the changelog, you'll understand what I mean by it's a whopper of an update. So it says, hello to the entire community. You now have the update you've been waiting for available. Because update 1.0.0.2 was not released, this update incorporates versions 1.0.0.2 and 1.0.0.3 together. So you will find a lot of new content and changes. Take it with time. As usual, with this spring update, you must start a new save game. Compatibility. Disable mods that add new crops, new items, and or new productions. Corrections. Corrected sale of bales in agricultural supplies. Fix weeder's bug. Tweaks and changes. Eliminated vehicles parked in points of sale to have more room for maneuver. Reduce the price of land. The factories and production stores already have an established price. They are no longer have a value of 1. Increase density maps. Price adjustments, production readjustments in factories and stores, tweaks in livestock feeding, increased production of grapes, olives, fruit trees, and fruits. Alfalfa and grass are now destroyed when vehicles step on them. Modified weeders removed. Increase the land to 82 and change to them. Price changes in resin pines and stone pines. New content. Introduction to aquaculture. Note, through the factory system, aquaculture has been introduced, with which you can dedicate yourself to the breeding, production, and sale of trout, salmon, and sturgeon. In turn, you will be able to produce trout, salmon, and sturgeon eggs with great benefits. You will have to produce their feed and collect waste that is used for other productions. New ecological herbicide introduced. Note, the ecological herbicide is necessary in the greenhouse in stone pines and in resin pines. You can also use it for the fields with a lower distribution rate than with normal herbicide. However, if you have precision farming installed, the new herbicide is not displayed. New street intersections to the west of the town. New texturing of places, stables, etc. New vehicle modifications. New placement roof, silage bunker, etc. New rehabilitated Castilian barn with double storage system, straw and hay and bales. New chicken barn, aviary. New beehives with different system. New yield on all crops 25% if you place beehives. New feeder in the sheep and cattle pastures. New water well. New mixed portion and chop texture. New silo for mixed ration. New pallet added and changed. Cotton bales available in the store. New bags in the store. New greenhouse. Note, you will need water, compost, and ecological herbicide. In turn, you will collect, in addition to the production's horticultural waste that will be used in other productions. New fruit trees, pears and peach trees. New pea and teff grass crops. Note, teff grass has been introduced as feed for mares, equine cattle. New greenhouse crops, mint, lavender, and aromatic plants. New productions in factories, omega-3 oil, wool or cotton sweaters, wool or cotton fabric, ball of wool or cotton, firewood, etc. New productions in Molino de Avila, sorghum flour, corn flour, rye flour, and pea flour. New laboratory productions, medicine based on royal jelly, medicines based on mint and perfume. New production of artisan extractors, royal jelly, wax, and processed honey. New production by artisan distillers, aromatic alcohol, mint essence, lavender essence, and distilled water. New confectionery productions, strawberry jam, apple jam, orange jam, cherry jam, plum jam, lemon jam, peach jam, and quince jam. New productions in forage processing plant BGA. New points of sale. New mixed ration productions. Note, you can carry out mixed ration in all the mixing trailers in the feed factory and in the mixing crusher. Use different products. Remember to follow my social media to stay up to date and ask me any questions you have. Enjoy. That is all the changes. Like I said, this is absolutely a behemoth. Now we are going to go step by step through this changelog, and I'm going to try my best to show off every single thing that I've been able to come up with based on this description, and just be able to, in general, show it off, and hopefully I don't miss too much. So, it says again, for changelog 1.0.0.3 spring update, hello to the entire community. You now have the update you have. Let's start that again. Hello to the entire community. You have the update you have been waiting now for available. Because update 1.0.0.2 was not released, this update incorporates versions 1.0.0.2 and 1.0.0.3 together. So you will find a lot of new content and changes. Take it with time. As usual with this spring update, you must start a new save game. Compatibility, disable mods that add new crops, new items, or productions. So in this case, it's saying because there are so many new products here, you can see there's 3 separate crop type windows here, that if you have anything that adds any new items, new crops, new productions, disable it. Do not enter this with any of your additional mods or anything like that, because it will likely not work. Next one says corrections. Corrected sale of bale and agricultural supply. So the agricultural supply is right here. You can see agricultural supplies Castile and Leon. So what I'm guessing they are saying here is that there was an issue with bringing bales here, and now you should be able to bring bales. Fix Weeder's bug. Let's see. Tweaks and changes. Eliminated vehicles parked at points of sale to have more room for maneuver. Reduce the price of land. Nothing for me to show on that one. I can show several lands, but I'm going to skip over that because we got plenty of stuff to look for. The factories and production stores already have an established price. They are no longer have a value of 1. So if I remember correctly, every single production point that was on this map had a value of $1 to purchase. And you can see that now that is not the case. If we just kind of bounce around to several of these, they are all showing a unique price associated to them, so that is nice. Increased density map. I'm not quite sure what that's referring to. Price adjustments. Production readjustments in factories and stores. Tweaks in livestock feeding. So if we take a look at, let's see, this menu here, we just take a look at the cows, because you have all these barns and buildings that are specific to the map here, and you'll see that based on the Castile and Leon NewHorizon mod underneath the barns and buildings that are being shown here. And you can see down at the bottom right hand corner of the screen, there are a whole bunch of different symbols there outside of things like TMR, silage. You can see silage, and then there's four other items that can go into each one of these, and depends on the type of barn that you have, because this one here is for breeding cows, so that's for like your bulls and whatnot. They're not going to be producing milk. This one is for your dairy cows, and you can see there's more items in this one than was in previous ones. Let's see, horses here, again, same thing. You go to your basic barn here, and you've got 3 items here. This one you have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. You have 6 total, including sugar, what look to be cut beets of some sort. I think that's alfalfa hay, and a couple of other things as well. You got pigs here, and again, they're taking all sorts of different stuff. You got sheep. They're taking a whole bunch of different stuff, including TMR. Let's see, chickens. Oh, wow. Whole load of stuff you can feed your chickens. And then you have bees, which are a whole separate thing. I'll show those off later. And we'll go more in depth into... Actually, you know what? Let's go in depth right now. So along the map here, we have several areas in which we can purchase animals for. So we have farmland number 76. We'll purchase that. 74, 32, and 18, as well as 34. So now we have all of these where we have sheep, we have cows, and we have chickens. We have horses up here and pigs over here. So let's start right here with the pigs. We're just going to get one of each animal, so that way we can kind of go through the animal menu and see what's what. So where is... Nope, that's other side maybe. Let's open door. Where is... Why am I not seeing... Ah, there we go. Perfect. So now we need a cow. And you can see too that the cows are limited in this barn, because this, I believe this is a dairy barn, so you're only going to be able to get the dairy breeds. So that's actually kind of cool. Let's see, let's get a chicken, and this is also going to be shown later on as well, because it's the aviary barn. Let's see, there we go, got one of those, and we got one horse that we need. Where can I load the horse? Oh, is that this side here? There we go. Okay, so we go down, and you can see, take a look at the very bottom of the screen there. You can see these equine breeds are dedicated to breeding with and will provide you with horse hair, which you can sell for financial gain. Spanish mares. Let's see. Grain includes crushed cereals. You've got protein, shredded protein cereal. Hay, teff hay. Land crops includes chopped carrots or sugar, any of them. And compound feed will satisfy the grain and protein and the products of the land. The number in the brackets refer to the effectiveness of their respective foods. So in order to get your horses up to 100%, you need the whole lot there. You need your grain, your protein, your hay, and root crops in order to get them the proper health, the proper reproduction, and to be able to start producing horsehair. So that's something that's new on this map, is you're able to have an actual byproduct of your horses. Your chickens here, you can see here, the Castilian poultry breed will produce eggs that you can sell for financial gain or produce different products in the town's businesses. The rooster also reproduce, thus increasing the reproduction of the chicken coop. Castilian grain is equal to crushed cereal or crushed protein cereals. Land crops equals tomatoes, lettuce, cauliflower, cucumbers, peppers, spring onions, zucchinis, chopped potatoes, chopped carrots, any of them. Compound feed will satisfy the grain and the products of the land. The numbers in the brackets refer to the effectiveness of the respective food. Now you have your cows. And this one is the dairy cows will provide you with milk, which is to sell for financial gain, produce cheese in the town, the cheese shop, or other milk-derived products. At the Lactose Segovia Company, Castilian Mountain, Frisian Castilian, and Castilian Holstein. Grain is crushed cereals. Protein is shredded protein cereals. Hay is the alfalfa hay or teff hay or silage. And then compound feed will satisfy the grain and protein. The mixed ration will satisfy the grain, protein, and hay, so all of them. The number in the brackets is the effectiveness of the respective foods. Now we have our sheep barn here. Dairy sheep will provide you with milk, which you can sell for financial gain or produce cheese at the village cheese shop. Castilian white, Castilian churra. Grain is crushed cereal. Protein is shredded protein cereal. Hay is alfalfa hay or teff hay or silage. Compound feed will satisfy the grain and protein. The mixed ration will satisfy the grain, protein, and hay. The numbers in the brackets will refer to the effectiveness of the respective foods. And then lastly, we have our pigs. The breeding pigs are intended to reproduce and subsequently sell in the dealer of the industrial estate. Landis. Let's see, the pie train, Durcoat. Grain is your crushed cereal. So crushed cereal is being used in pretty much every single one of the barns. Protein is shredded protein cereals. And then crops of the land, which is root crops. You got chopped potatoes or cut beetroot or chopped carrots. Compound feed will satisfy the grain, protein, and crops of the land, aka root crops. Pig food will satisfy the grain, protein, and crops of the land. So it looks like both of them will satisfy everything, if I'm understanding that right. Grain, protein, and crop land. Yeah, it looks like it satisfies all three of them. So you can either have compound feed or the pig food in order to satisfy everything. The numbers in the brackets will refer to the effectiveness of the respective food. So there we go. Lots of tweaks in that one. Increased production of grapes, olives, fruit trees, and fruits. Alfalfa and grass are now destroyed when vehicles step on them. Modified weeders removed. So if we take a look at the mods and DLCs here, you will see a whole bunch of stuff in here. And if I remember correctly, there used to be specific weeders that should have worked for this map. They have been removed, as you can see here. Let's see. Increase the lands to 82 and changes to them. So looking at the map, what they're referring to is the number of purchasable lands is up to 82. Let's see. Changes in the resin pine and stone pines. So if we look at the map, here we should have the resin pine. If we look here, we go to the little cog here to manage the production point, and you put in the ecological herbicide and you get out resin. So that's your inputs and outputs here. You can see the various inputs all along the kind of outer perimeter here. So that's kind of cool. And then the other one was the stone pines, which should be right here. And again, same thing here. You put in your ecological herbicide and you get out your pinions. Let's see. Now we're to the new content section. It says Introduction to Aquaculture. Note, through the factory system, aquaculture has been introduced with which you can dedicate yourself for the breeding, production, and sale of trout, salmon, and sturgeon. In turn, you will be able to produce trout, salmon, and sturgeon eggs with great benefits. You will have to produce their feed and collect waste that will be used for other productions. So that is located down here next to the river. Aquaculture Castile and Leon. If we go there, we can open this door and we have all sorts of stuff going on here. But you can buy this for $112,150. And we will buy it. And now you can see all this different stuff we can put in. So we have input here, or we have what we can produce, the compound feed for the aquaculture. So you have to put in your corn flour, your soybean flour, your pea flour, and your omega-3 oils, and you get out your compound feed. Well, that compound feed is then used in the production of your adult fish. So you can see you have your trouts, your trout roe, which is your eggs. You have your salmon and your salmon roe, and you need the adult fish. So you got your little baby fish as an input, which, let's see, That's actually a good question. Where do we get the baby fish? Is that in here? Yes, here we go. So you buy the baby fish, the young fish, here in the buy menu. $1,000 gives you 100 liters of each. So you purchase those, and then you can also have the compound feed, and that'll produce the adult fish. And what is that little thing there? Oh, and that's the waste. Okay, so that's the waste right there. And then once you have the adult fish and the compound feed, you then can get out more baby fish, your eggs, and more waste. So it's kind of like this kind of reinforcement cycle between all this stuff. So that's actually pretty cool. I like that. Let's see. The next one, where was it? Yes, okay. New ecological herbicide introduced. Note the ecological herbicide is necessary in the greenhouse in stone pines and resin pines. So we already saw that, the stone pines and resin pines. You can also use it in your fields with lower distribution rate than the normal herbicide. However, if you have precision farming installed, the new herbicide is not displayed. So again, you can purchase that in the mods and DLCs, and it is ecological herbicide right here. So this is basically saying that it is necessary. We saw that was necessary for stone pines and resin pines and some of the greenhouses, but you can also use it to spray onto your fields like normal herbicide, and it is a lower consumption than normal herbicide. So that is pretty sweet. Now we're on to the kind of new stuff list. So it says new street intersections to the west of the town. Unfortunately, I'm not familiar enough with the map to know what portion they're referring to there. Let's go ahead and step outside here. New texturing of places, stables, etc. New vehicle modifications. I'm not 100% sure what they mean by new vehicle modifications. Potentially your starting fleet of equipment here. Also could be referring to all this stuff in here, because we have a whole bunch of new vehicles and stuff in here. So maybe this is what they're talking about. I'm not 100% certain. Let's see. New placements of roofs, bunker silos, etc. New rehabilitation Castilian barn with double storage system, straw and hay, and bales. So that is located just kind of to the north of your farm here. Farmland number 3. If we purchase that, and we go here. So this is the barn in question. Inside, they have a bale storage system right here. You can see you can have up to 250, but it also has inputs for hay and straw on either end. Now, it doesn't indicate which is which is hay and which is straw, at least as best as I could tell it couldn't. But there's 2 inputs, one on the side that we just came from, and one here is an input as well, and it looks like 1 output right there. So you have loose and you have bales. Let's see. New rehabilitation Castilian barn. Nope, just read that. New chicken barn aviary. So that's this one right here. If we let me out. So this is the new chicken barn. You can see a little chicken symbol right there. Looks like this is where the eggs pop out. If we open this, we have our feed go in here. Oh, we have one little chicken running around. Let's see. Also, can put in straw and get manure out of this as well. So looks like straw here and bales there. Let's see. You got your. Is there a manure heap somewhere? Is this? Looks like that's a manure heap right there. So that's pretty cool. New beehive with different systems. So the beehive, if we take a look under animals, you go to bees and scroll all the way to the right, you have these 2 things here. You got the CyLMain beehive, $100,000 a purchase, but the moment you put this down, read the bottom right hand corner. It says main beehive for honey production, 65,000 liters per year, an increased yield of 25% in all crops on the map. All crops benefit from pollination, including agricultural crops and fruit trees. It can be placed wherever you want bees pollinate all fields. So that's huge. You want a 25% bonus? Place one of these down. Yes, it's $100,000, but it is worth it. But then the next one is $1,000. This is the CyLMain Beehive Extension. The extension of the beehive. With this extension, honey production will increase by 10 liters per day. The more you have placed, the more honey production. It can be placed wherever you want. Bees pollinate all fields. So you can put this anywhere that you own land, either one of these, and you'll get that bonus, and you'll get the additional 10 liters per day if you use the extension. So that is huge. So each month you're going to get 30 days plus, or I think it's actually 28 days, plus the 10 liters per day. That's an extra 280 liters per month. That's really cool. That's a really cool kind of setup there. And then the next portion says new yield on all crops 25% if you place beehives. So that's just what we talked about there. The next one, new feeder in the sheep and cattle pastures. So the sheep and cattle pastures, so this is the sheep right here. And what they're referring to, I do believe, is this. This is the fodder mix or feed mixer crusher. And if we look, this is where we can make things like our crushed cereals from our wheat, our sugar beets cut, our chopped potatoes, our chopped carrots, our compound feeds, our pig foods, and our mixed rations. So again, sheep can take mixed ration, they can take compound feed, they can take all these things, and we can produce it right here next to the barn. Let's see. And the cows, we saw that one earlier as well, is right here. And again, similar to that one, we have another one right here to where we'll be able to make things like TMR and all that stuff. So again, we can make all of our compound feeds, our protein cereals and crushed cereals. We can also make all the other stuff here. Now, the compound feed is just all the kind of aggregation of those previous things, including mineral feed. What is that one there? The soybean flour and water. So that, there's another one, sorghum flour. Okay, so yeah, there's different recipes that you can make all these different things with. It's very, very intense, but there's there's a lot of options you got. Let's see, new water wells. So to start out, water well is here. There's also wells all along those couple of barns and whatnot because you're required for water, but this is what the water well looks like. New mixed portion and chopped textures. New silo for mixed rations. So I'm thinking that if we go in here, yeah, here we go. So we got several silos in here, and let's see, digestate bunker silos. Are they talking about back here on the main farm? That I'm not sure about. So here we got a seed storage tank. We got our main silo. We've got a solid fertilizer and lime storage. But I'm not certain about... I'm not certain about the mixed ration silo. That I'm confused about. Let's see, maybe here around our cows? No? Yeah, not certain about that one. Let's see, new pallets added and changed. So I think what they're referring to is in the buy menu. We scroll to the right. We have, let's see, tree saplings. We have firewood. We've got solid fertilizer. Yeah, I think that's what they're referring to there. Cotton bales available in the store, which if we scroll back to the left, there we go. Round cotton bale, $110 for a 4,000 liter. It's actually a pretty good price. New bags in the store. That's off to the right here. We got compound feed, crushed cereals. So you can purchase all those things. You don't even have to make them necessarily. You can actually purchase them. Let's see, new greenhouse. So over here, I believe we have two greenhouses. So we have a rectangular greenhouse right here where we can make things like tomatoes, lettuce, cauliflower, strawberries, carrots, garlic, peppers, cucumbers, spring onions, zucchini, mint, lavender, aromatic plants. And you can see all the inputs that are required: composting, ecological herbicide, and water. Now, composting, that is, let's see, what's this here? Oh, that's pallets. So you can put in pallets that you get out from here. Compost, is that potentially under... Hmm. Is this another rectangular greenhouse? Is this... Okay, so it looks like those are the same. Is it maybe under the buy menu? Maybe I missed it? Resin barrel, trouts, compound feed. Composting, there it is, right there. That's what we're looking for. So you can purchase it from the store here and be able to put it in as a component. Also, the ecological herbicide and water are all inputs, and you also get an output of whatever product plus the waste from the horticulture, which can be used downstream in other productions. And it says with the new greenhouses, note, you will need water, compost, and ecological herbicide. In turn, you will be able to collect, in addition to your product, horticultural waste that can be used in other productions. New fruit trees, pear and peaches. So if we take a look at the productions and orchards, we should see pear tree and, oh, did I pass by? Peach tree. There we go. New pea and teff grass crops. So if we go back to the map, we should be able to see teff grass right there and peas. So are they already planted on the map somewhere? I don't see where they would be. Let's see. It says, note, teff grass has been introduced as feed for mare's equine cattle. And then it says new greenhouse crops, mint, lavender, and aromatic plants. We saw those just a minute ago. Let's see. New productions in factories, omega-3 oils, wool or cotton sweaters, wool or cotton fabrics, balls of wool or cotton, firewood, etc. So I believe that's just all the various productions that are located here in town versus the ones that are located, like the sawmill here would probably be a good place for, I would imagine, firewood. Yep. So that's one of them there. And then just all throughout the map, there are just tons of different productions where you can get all those various things. New productions in the Milano de Villa, sorghum flour, corn flour, rye flour, and pea flour. Now, I believe that is this production here, the Avila Mill, which is that for $361,000. And we have flour from, yep, okay. So we have all the different outputs. So sorghum is one that we can get flour from. We can also get, let's see, corn flour and pea flour and rye flour. Is rye in here? Yep, there it is right there. Perfect. Let's see, new laboratory productions, medicine based on royal jelly, medicine based on mint and perfume. So the laboratory, if I remember correctly, where is that one? I cannot remember. There it is, laboratory, 139,000. Purchase that. We have fragrances from, let's see, you need aromatic essence and lavender to get out fragrance. You have the basic medicine royal jelly, which is from the royal jelly as an input, and you get the basic medicine royal jelly as an output. And then you got the mint-based medicine, which is mint essence in and mint-based medicine out. Let's see. Next one is new production of artisan extractors, royal jelly, wax, and processed honey. So again, if we take a look at the map, I believe, let's see, artisan extractors right next door, 138,000. And you can see packaged honey, wax, royal jelly. So you have firewood and honey, and you get out all those as a packaged honey, wax, and royal jelly. That's, yeah, that's a lot of stuff that you're going to get in for outs. Let's see. New productions by artisan distillers, aromatic alcohol, mint essence, lavender essence, and distilled water. So that, go back to the map, I believe it's pastry. That's that. There's just so many different production points. This is the artisan distiller. Where was the artisan distiller? Nope. There it is. 95,000. And there we go. So the previous ones that we were looking at up here where we're getting all these essences for our laboratory is coming from this one, the artisan distillers. And this one looks like we have firewood, potatoes, aromatic plants, and distilled water. And we're going to get aromatic essence out. Mint essence, pretty much the same thing, except mint is being swapped in. We've got lavender essence and distilled water, which is just firewood and water to get distilled water. So this is going to be, again, one of those, it feeds itself based on products going in and then coming out. So you're going to use this product as an output, but be reinforcing all these other products as well. New confectionery production, strawberry jam, apple jam, orange jam, cherry jam. So again, go back to the map, and I believe that was, let's see, maybe this one? Pastries. Nope, that's not it. That is not it. Bakery, confectionery, which one is this one? Oh, there we go. Maybe? No, this is not it. No. No. See, there's just so many different places to find, and let's see, tailoring. Nope. Nope. I'm missing something. Lumber plant. Here it is. It was tucked away behind everything. Holy smokes. Okay, so I'm gonna cut out that chunk where I was just missing everything. So new confectionery production: strawberry jam, apple jam, orange jam, cherry jam. So let's see. We've got, oh, they're calling it marmalade. So strawberry marmalade. We got apple marmalade, orange marmalade, and cherry marmalade. Very, very cool. Next one, new production in forage processing plant BGA. So I believe the BGAs are down here. Let's see, digestate, composting plant. So it looks like we can put in all the waste products from the previous ones that we looked over and get out compost. So that's cool. We can also get out solid fertilizer and liquid fertilizer. So that, okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, new productions and forage processing plant. So I believe that's what this one's referring to. The one right next door. Let me just... Okay, so this is more of a traditional BGA where it's going to produce digestate and then also ecological herbicide as well. So very, very cool. New points of sale, new mixed ration productions. I believe that is referring to this, the compound feed factory, potentially. Yeah, I believe that is referring to this. Let's see. Note, you can carry out mixed ration in the mixing trailers, in feed factory, and in the mixing crushers using different products. And then it says, remember to follow my social networks to stay up to date and ask me any questions you have. Enjoy. Holy smokes. Like I said, this is a massive, massive update. Make sure that you read through the changelog. Make sure that you pay very, very close attention as to what is going on here, because otherwise you are going to get lost very, very quickly. I know it took me a long time to kind of piece all this stuff together, and even then I was struggling. So yeah, there we go. I hope that you enjoyed this update. I know this is an absolute massive update, and I could see this one being long awaited for. But hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing that shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.